I say to this day, and I do it based on my reaction. Obviously, this is personal. I say it's the greatest knockout of all time. First time I ever stood up, I couldn't sit down. I was standing up. I was just like, oh!
I saw that. I saw you stand up. That's the first time.
It was just, what?
In the last 6 rounds with AJ, in my opinion, he won 4 of them. People will argue that he at least won 3.
But when you take care of me forever and ever.
When Anthony Joshua finally landed the crushing 6th-round knockout that ended Jake Paul's run, Joe Rogan's live reaction said it all. Rogan had warned all along about Joshua's one-punch power and the danger Paul was facing. When the shot landed, Rogan didn't hold back. He described it not just as a fight-ending knockout, but as a moment that could rank among the most brutal and unforgettable knockouts in boxing history.
Come full steam ahead 100 miles an hour, or Jake would have moved around the ring at 100 miles an hour. There's 2 things I would have done. Tried to shut Jake down at 100 miles an hour, or I would have gone on the back foot. So Jake decided to move around the ring, and I just...
The fight, billed as Judgment Day, was scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Joshua entered as the clear favorite because of his elite experience and size advantage. He stood 6 feet 6 inches and weighed around 243 pounds, compared to Paul's 216 pounds. After a cautious start, Joshua took control. In the 5th round, he dropped Paul multiple times. Then in the 6th round, at 131, Joshua landed a massive right hand that sent Paul to the canvas and forced the referee to stop the fight.
Anthony Joshua. Paul was sturdy for the first couple of rounds, but as the fight went on, the more experienced Joshua began to take control. After continuously connecting in the 5th round, it was only a matter of time before it was over. In the 6th, Joshua went on to knock out Paul with a big right hand. Joshua improved his career record to 29-4 now. Paul loses for the 2nd time in his career.
Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul became one of the most talked about fights of the year. That was partly because of the big personalities involved, but also because it highlighted the clash between traditional heavyweight boxing and the social media-driven influencer era.
Performance by Jake, brother. Bro, he's a fucking legend for that. He has such big balls getting in the ring with that guy, dude. Josh was a monster. He stayed in it the whole time, and I'm really proud of Jake, dude. All my respect to him, bro. Whatever outcome. I mean, dude, he went 6.5 rounds with Anthony Joshua, one of the best in the world. So I got nothing but respect.
And got up like 2 times.
No, it was sick.
Talk about that. I mean, there's been other heavyweights that have felt that right hand who haven't got up.
Nagano, so many people, bro. The overhand right. Jake's got a tough chin, dude. I think he does whatever he wants after this. He just has such big balls, dude. He had to keep moving. That was the only strategy. People are gonna say he ran around the ring. They don't know. They don't understand fucking boxing.
He showed a ton of heart, right? What's next for Jake Paul? Where does he go?
Joshua, a former 2-time unified heavyweight champion, came in as a heavy favorite. Paul, a YouTuber turned boxer, used his online platform to bring huge attention to boxing. Still, many critics questioned his credentials, and very few truly believed he could survive elite heavyweight power.
Some people believe in fairy tales. Whoever believed that Jake Paul was going to win, that was an absolute fairy tale. I've got a friend in a group message that said, I just put $20 on Jake Paul to win. I was like, bro, you just wasted your money. There was never a world in which Jake Paul was going to beat Anthony Joshua. It was always a matter of how the fight would end. So I watched all the pundits talking about the fight. Even Rosendo, my boxing coach, I was like, does Anthony Joshua represent boxing? Everybody from that world felt like Anthony Joshua was representing boxing. And as the fight started to go on, first off, he was representing boxing, so they wanted him to get the job done. All right, first and foremost. You can't lose to a guy that's perceived to be a YouTuber, even though today, Jake Paul is more boxer than YouTuber. I've said this time and time again. When you have resources, when you can spend $1 million a year on training camps, housing, food, coaches, this is not recreational anymore. He's a boxer. He's just not a boxer at that level. I ran into his brother in New York City, and I said to Logan, what parameters are in place, Logan? What safeguards do they have to make sure that Anthony Joshua doesn't hurt your brother? He said there are none. He goes, they're going to just straight fight. So in that regard, you got to give credit
After the fight, Joshua was honest about his performance. He said that while he won by 6th round knockout, it wasn't his best showing. He admitted he struggled early to land clean shots and couldn't trap Paul as quickly as expected. Joshua called it a win, but not a full success, and said he still has a lot to improve.
Things 100%. In the fight game, you've seen the amazing fighters that have graced us over the last 100 years, and the expectations that we put on ourselves are immense, but I tried my best. Jake done well while it lasted, but if you remember what I said in the interview with Cameron is, fighting's not just physical, it's psychological. And when you understand the psychological warfare, I did say to you that, Jake, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna see a time when I'm gonna take your soul and you're either gonna give up.
Despite the knockout, Joshua praised Jake Paul's heart and toughness. He said Paul showed real spirit by getting back up after being knocked down and continuing to fight against a far more experienced champion. Joshua added that not many fighters would step in with someone of his level, and Paul's determination deserved respect.
AJ's won 6 rounds, he kind of dismantled him, he took his time. How do you see it?
Yeah, it was a frustrating 2-3 rounds maybe, because Jake was moving so much, holding, but did well, I thought. I mean, I was impressed with him. I mean, I was more impressed with his toughness, because I think that last shot would have knocked out most heavyweights. I mean,
Well, he broke his jaw.
Yeah, I know, it knocked him out,
Knocked
but he
his
was
teeth
not
out.
unconscious. You know, I mean, look, he may not come back from it. If he has broken his jaw, it's a big injury to come back from.
Well, there's pictures of him in hospital right
Yeah,
now.
well, listen, you've got to respect him, because he did what many people wouldn't do, which was get in the ring with him. And, you know, he didn't, I know he run and hold, but he also let his hands go at times. And he was in the firing line, and, you know, we got 6 good rounds in the end of actual
Is that how
work.
you see it in the end?
Yeah, I actually think it's a positive, because, you know, we could have gone in there and got it all over with 45 seconds. He's done an 8-week camp, and now he's done 6 rounds. He's got some.
Jake Paul suffered a broken jaw during the 6th round knockout loss. After Joshua's final right hand, Paul left the ring bloodied and later said in his post-fight interview that he believed his jaw was broken. Medical checks later confirmed that it was.
What's up, man? What's your reaction to it?
I'm just so proud of him. My mom has it.
Your brother fought his ass off, man.
Yeah,
I mean, other heavyweights have taken that right hand and only took one.
I'm just so proud of him. That was incredible. In my view, that was a victory on all fronts.
Right.
Like, minus the actual victory, obviously, of course, but bro, like, no one expected him to last 6 rounds with AJ. In my opinion, he won 4 of them. People will argue that he at least won 3. No one expected him to last that long. Rolled his ankle, broke his jaw, still fucking fighting, man. Like, that's toughness. You know, most people wouldn't have the balls ever to step in a boxing ring in their life. He stepped in a boxing ring with one of the baddest men on the planet, who's 40 pounds heavier than him and 6 inches taller. That's insane. He's one of the most skilled fighters on the planet. My brother, as a fucking YouTuber, went 6 rounds with him in a fight with a broken jaw and rolled ankle. I'm so proud of him. That was just unbelievable.
I saw you talking crap to AJ at one
Bro, I
point.
was trying to get his head. I think I pissed him off. I was just saying fuck that shit. I love AJ.
Yeah.
But bro,
I saw you going down the fight game.
I was talking so much. But I just pissed him off. Then he broke my brother's jaw.
Paul's business partner Nikki Sabidarian praised Jake's heart, toughness, and game plan. He said Paul performed well against one of the most feared punchers in heavyweight boxing and may have even won a few early rounds. What do you think? Was this a real test of skill, or just a spectacle that never should have happened? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.